Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to review episode 2 of season 2 of Rap Shit. And this episode is called Heavy Traffic. So this episode was crazy. I don't even know how to feel. Honestly, I was so pissed off by the end of this episode. So pissed off. I'm glad this was in episode 1. So around here I like to just basically recap just a little bit, but mostly give my opinions because we've all watched the episode. So basically, the episode starts off with the girls showing off their tour life and everything that's going on. It was hilarious seeing the bus driver twerking. What I like about this show, and it might be something small for other people, but I just somewhat like the attention to detail in a sense, and just the relevancy of this show. And I liked seeing, the girls were standing outside of the theater. Their names weren't on, the lineup, and they were upset about that. But Mia having her big ass bonnet on, I thought was so funny. It's something that I feel like could be overlooked if you don't have the right people behind the scenes. And so that's a big thing with the girls. You'll see the girls with bonnets and whatnot. I'm not a bonnet outside girl. I don't have a problem with it, but I just thought that was cool that she was in her bonnet, while I want to say Shauna may have had a scarf on, but she didn't have a bonnet on because Shauna doesn't give bonnet in the public, type of girl, but Mia does. And so the next scene, Shauna is on live, and is it just me? I kind of feel like, so I'm looking at this screenshot right now. She has 201 people in her live. I don't think that's very realistic. I don't think Shauna would have that many people in her live. But anyway, so the comments are a mix of, people complimenting her, but also people bringing up her switch up, that she is different. She's talking about different things. She's collabing with this white girl on this stupid song. And on top of this, she has an apron on. And so I really like that because for one, I like that there was a mix of comments. You always get people who are like, oh, you look cute, girl. Oh, can't wait to see you on tour, blah, blah, blah. But you also had the people who are like, what are you doing? Why are you dressed like that? What are you doing? So, and of course, she's just trying to explain this, BSing her way through it instead of just being real. Honestly, I've seen people on live, and a lot of times when there's negative comments, they kind of just ignore it, but I guess it depends on the person. And so then they get into the fact that Blue comes in and tells them that Raina is in some Gucci outfit, and they are in these aprons. And so Shauna both of them are upset. Shauna and Mia are upset. And so Blue goes to speak to Francois. And I thought it was so funny when Francois was like, oh, Shauna sent you. That was hilarious to me. And he was getting a little big in his mouth. I feel like him and Blue are going to end up fighting. So he was getting smart. He didn't want to change anything. So then we get to Lamont and the daughter. And basically he didn't know that she got out of school early, so he had to take her to the studio where there is weed everywhere and things that are, just a child shouldn't be there, whether it's the music, the environment, the weed, everything. So, and I thought the daughter, I can't remember her name, but her hair was so cute. And she's also hungry and whatnot, so forth. She has a tantrum. We get to Raina's performance. We first see the music video. Is stupid. And so then one thing that I think I noticed this lyric last season, but I forgot about it. But in her song, Raina says something about being light skinned with a pretty face. That is hilarious to me because this is a whole white woman. They're performing, and of course Mia and Shauna each have a verse. I like both of their verses, but they just weren't. They were being shady, or specifically Mia was being shady towards Shauna, and Shauna could see it and was rolling her eyes, or I guess Mia was more rolling her eyes, and then Mia ended up taking off the apron and throwing it, and Shauna just didn't like it, and she confronted her after it, okay, you got me back, blah blah blah. But I thought it was funny when Mia said, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. So then we get to Lamont and the daughter, I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew it. She accidentally unplugged everything in the studio. I thought that was kind of unrealistic. I just went to the studio for the first time, I guess this week, but I just feel like there's not one thing that's keeping everything plugged up. I don't know, and I don't think it would be that easy for her to unplug it, but maybe I'm wrong. But he kind of got upset at her and kind of yelled. She got upset, started crying. He said sorry. Lamont and Mia speak, and Lamont brings up this guy. What was his name? His name is Courtney Luke, and it's like, oh, he's on, tour with y'all. If you see him, give him my mixtape type of vibe. I don't know. Okay, so this is when we get into some bullshit. And I feel like I wrote so many notes, but I don't really need to read all of this. Basically, the girls are done performing and they want to go back in the green room or whatever, where this young, what was his name? Lord Ack or Lord AK. I couldn't really recognize. I don't know. Some actor named Jacob Romero is playing him. He kind of looked like Rich Kid. I forgot his name. Rich the Kid. That's who he looked like. I was looking at him like, do I recognize him? Is he a rapper that's out now? Anyway, so they went into the back and were waiting for him. They were gonna go back there so they can hang out and then I guess see him, whatever. The bouncer let them in but wouldn't let Blue in because she had a staff thing, whatever. So, and then we get to see Buddy, who is hilarious to me. I listened to some of his music, but not a lot of it. But so then Blue, I guess to get back there, I guess she sees that like Buddy's character is a horn dog like all the guys, and basically she goes and gets some random girls, brings them back, and I guess it's kind of like, hey Buddy, I brought all these girls for you, don't you want them back there with you? And he's just like, yeah, let them in, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what the hell was the difference between these girls and the girls that were in line? Like, there was no difference. So let me get into some small stuff before I end with the BS. But to me, both Shauna and Mia, their makeup was so cute to me. Let's see, so basically Shauna was being awkward, Mia was telling her to network, and Shauna was being like me, awkward or whatever. Like, I hate hearing the word network, I just don't like it. And some girl came up to Shauna and was like, oh yeah, you was really rapping, you were like Rhapsody if she was a hoe. I thought that was funny. I thought the girl that was dancing for Blue was hilarious. Mia also runs into the guy Courtney Luke, who the baby father wants to meet or work with, and she starts flirting with her. Her flirting is effortless. This man, I don't know what was going on with his facial hair. It annoyed me. But Mia's other guy, Mia's other fine, and I mean fine ass guy, FaceTimed her. Like, Mia got a whole collection. Like, Mia got a whole Rolodex of fine dudes. I don't know about this new guy, but the guy that called her is cute. Her boyfriend or her baby father is cute. So I don't think is this the same guy from last season? I don't know if it is. And then Blue also sniffs some coke, which that was so weird. I'm like, how old are y'all to still be getting pressured into taking drugs? I don't know, it's just weird to me. Like, you have all these drugs on you, you have alcohol, like, why are you sniffing coke? It's just, cocaine is a hell of a drug, because this girl started acting a damn fool. It was funny. So now let's get into this bullshit. This corny ass nigga, don't know his name, don't care. He basically is like, let's play a game. And Shauna's there. Shauna's like, oh god. Mia wasn't really a part of the game. She was standing off to the side. So I'm trying not to cuss. So this guy basically is like, I don't know, asking these girls questions, and if they win or whatever, they can get on the bus, whatever. And so I didn't notice at first what he was doing, but by the middle I was like, oh, I see. And I think this is a very important scene for different reasons, but basically he was going around asking the girls questions, but he was giving the easier questions to like the non-black girls. And I don't know, I would have to watch it again. I don't know if that included light-skinned girls, but it was definitely non-black girls. And then when it got to like the dark-skinned girls, like the dark-skinned black girls, he would give them really hard questions, including one where he said, what's the square root of 82? And I'm sitting up there thinking, it's 9, but there's like whatever the square root of 82 is some crazy number. And so Shauna peeped this and was just like, what's going on? And she's like kind of saying things out loud, but not too out loud. And the other thing that was going on is that a lot of the girls participated in this, like the girl next to her was just like, girl, shut up, like, and the funny part is Shauna, to one of the dark-skinned girls, she said like, you see this? And the girl's like, like she didn't care. And I think, that's a big thing. Not that I'm like in these circles. I would never be in these circles. Even if I was an artist or trying to get on, I don't care. I would never. Okay. Within these circles, there are girls who see the sexism or see the colorism or see whatever and still are a part of it. And it's a sad truth, and it's like you're doing all this to be used up by somebody. And like I said, I'm not like, I don't slut shame or anything like that. I'm definitely pro sex, but and pro sex in however way you want to have it. But obviously there are people who just are just like Shauna was saying, groupies, trying to get on any way. And it's just like, these guys don't care about you. They just don't. And it's like, and it's sad that there's people, like we all do it, where we stay around in disrespectful environments when we don't need to. And it's not all of us, but some of us do. And it's just kind of like, for what? For somebody to not, sometimes they don't even have sex with you. Like they literally get oral and then keep it moving, So all the girls were thirsty. Shauna was upset, and the guy could see that. So he tried to ask her a hard question, who, by the way, his ass didn't even know the answer to. So he asked her to name all the members of Wu-Tang. And I got most of them because I watched the show. I got like 9. She named like 12. I think I got like, no, maybe 11. I named like 9 out of 11. So he was there, sitting there stuck on stupid. And so then I'm trying to think. Okay, so I had to rewatch it. And Buddy's ass was like, she missing one, hater. Anyway, so then she starts to bring up the fact that he, was giving the white girls, non-black girls easier questions than dark-skinned girls. And he sprays her with the champagne. I'm sorry. Like, I thought somebody was gonna get fucked up. I don't know. I just thought, I don't care how many people, you spray me with something, I'm swinging on everybody. Y'all gonna have to pull me out of there. I don't care if I leave out on a stretcher. I am swinging on some, but I'm scratching some, I'm biting some. That pissed me off so bad because the guy was already pissing me off, and then he does that. I just felt like that was so extreme. And then what makes it worse is nobody, and I mean nobody, did anything. I'm thinking Mia might come out and hit him. I'm thinking Blue might, nothing. They go on the bus, and Blue's trying to victim blame Shauna. But what I will say that Blue was kind of correct on, and is something that I kind of feel about a lot of situations that kind of pop up, not specific to like this, but some like similar, is like Blue is basically like, this is the environment we're in. Like, if this is where you want to be or you want to continue to be, you kind of have to be on hush unless you want to do, and not to victim blame, but it's just like, girl, it's one of those things that, yes, all of it is sexist, all of it is fucked up, and it's like one of those things where it's like, I'm not giving a pass to none of those people, but if you want to stay and you want to rap like the City Girls, or you want to be a part of this thing, this is what you're going to be around. And you don't necessarily have to be around this. You don't, but it's still not her fault what happened. And I guess I feel the same way, like I know it's messed up, but like when I see shows like Baddies, right, and some crazy stuff happens, somebody gets beat up or hurt, I don't victim blame them. I think it's wrong if they're being bullied, if they're being jumped, but it's like, you also signed up to be on Baddies. This is what, the 4th season of this show. We see what goes on. Girls fight, girls get bullied, dumb, immature stuff happens. you sign up for this, you're signing up to possibly have to deal with this stuff. And I guess that's what I kind of feel with her, because it's not, you don't have to be a part of this. You don't have to. But it's still not her fault. And the guy was still a piece of shit. And somebody should have swung that bottle across his head. Okay, and so, also, then, they get on the bus, blah, blah, blah. And basically, Mia, I guess they got to drive to the next city. And Mia's like, well, hey, I'll meet y'all there because Cash is flying me out. And I'm just like, okay. So, this episode was kind of crazy. It's kind of sad to me. I don't even know. And I just feel like Shauna's in a really bad place because she's trying to make it, and the way she was doing before wasn't working. But at some point, you just got to make a decision if do you want to stay in this toxic ass career, this toxic ass, industry, or do you want, stay in the toxic industry but make some money, or do your own thing, struggle, and maybe end up, making money down the line. It's just unfortunate because all these niggas are pissing me off. Blue is pissing me off. Mia's pissing me off a little bit. Her just leaving Shauna. Francois is pissing me off. This nigga that sprayed her with the alcohol is everybody's pissing me off. So that's what happened in this episode. Let me know what you thought below. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe. Look forward to my next video. Thanks for watching.